Hello. My name is George. This is a Chill Down podcast with my host here, Armenta, and our guest here.
This is Orlando from the Bay.
Hey, so you've been in a lot of places, or?
Yeah, I moved around a lot, man. I grew up here since I was like 4. Came here from Mexico. I mean, it all stemmed from here. Actually, a lot of the inspiration came from here. I remember growing up, my mom used to put fucking manteca on note paper, and I would put that shit over my coloring books, dude. And I would trace them. And they were Ninja Turtles. That wasn't even Turtles back then.
Yeah.
I was like five, and all of a sudden I stopped telling her to put the manteca on that shit.
Yeah.
I got into tagging too,
Oh, really?
so I got into big.
When you got into tagging here or out there?
No, here, dude.
Yeah.
And like I used to have a white pickup truck, right? Like a 1982 pickup truck. And you know how it gets hella foggy here?
Yeah.
So all my homies would fucking jump in the back. We would go fucking buy Krylon cans and just go paint around and shit. They have like this gated area, and we had a plug that would tell us, hey, sneak under there and go get all the cans. There's a bunch of spray cans that they
Oh,
use.
shit.
So we would get that shit because we're fucking kids, man. We're poor. We didn't have
Yeah.
money for that shit. And we used to fucking just go tagging. So my fucking manteca paper tracings went to like painting a fucking like,
Damn,
businesses.
bro.
So
Hey,
I knew I had something there, like you
So
know.
there's a lot of your taggings around still?
Oh no, man, that was fucking years ago, dude. That was back in like 1997 or something. No,
Damn,
97.
bro.
Like early 2000s. We lived next to the library, so when I started tagging, I was like, well, I gotta learn how to fucking understand color. And no one taught me this shit because I didn't
Yeah.
have guidance. You know, all we do was like gangbang or you can get a chick pregnant, and that's
Yeah.
all. What's
Yeah,
on your mind,
basically, you just
you know?
described Tulare.
But, nobody was thinking big,
Yeah.
and I don't know why I was thinking this way, but art made me think that way.
Yeah.
You know, because when you start appreciating like creating something, you get obsessive over it, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I have always tell people like you should always learn how to get mad over something. I mean, I'm not saying like physically mad or hurt anything, but get obsessed over something, learn it inside out, and that'll open your mind and make you want to go somewhere. And that's how I ended up in San Francisco. So I went over there. I was living with a dude who used to play music in the streets. He's a fucking weird cat, man. His name, weird dude. That's when I started noticing there's different type of artists. I was like, this fool's walking a fine line between like, you know, like being gay or straight. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know because I never met someone so flamboyant like that. You know, because in the valley it's like either you gay or you got a gay Theo or some shit,
Yeah.
right? Or you got a fucking Thea that's trans.
Yeah.
But this fool was like, he was like very manipulative and shit, and he would always get his way. So he was a fucking good ass performer. So through him, we ended up getting a studio there with me and my buddy, and that's how I ended up living there. But I had my own studio. I was living in they call it the tender knob.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh, not
So-
the tenderloin, the tender. Okay.
I was in the cusp of it, dude. Beautiful fucking studio, man. It wasn't very huge, but it was nice and it was mine, you know.
Yeah.
And to say I lived there, it was like,
and then
fuck
to
yeah.
be that young, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's like I lived in one of the most expensive cities in the world.
Yeah.
That made me feel good, man.
What
You know?
what around what year was that, bro?
2009, I think.
That was it before there was like a bunch of crackheads living there, or was it always in?
Oh yeah, before that. But I mean, Tenderloin always had doing drugs, but not like now.
Yeah.
though. So a lot of my homies started moving there. So I have a homie that's he's like a gay gangster and shit. he's like from South Central. but that motherfucker gets down though.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
he's hella flamboyant. Fuck with me or like the circle. Like he'll step up. He's a short little dude too.
Yeah.
But that motherfucker's got like retard strength. And he's strong, dude. I swear. He's like hella strong. Like I fool will be picking up leña hella big and shit, like chopping it. Hey, dude, you want me to help you? Nah, bro, nah. Pow, pow. I'm like, damn, this fool's strong. How the fuck you get that strong?
Fuck, bro.
My homie B, like he's always been in this in the city scene, you know, lived in LA, Hollywood, and did all that gay shit out there. And he wanted to bring his gay shit over here. I was like, yeah, dude, babe, but over here you gotta be careful, bro, because he's one of those Latinos that dropped the N-bomb because he grew up in South Central.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, dude, Bay Area is different, man. Like we're grown ups too. Like you can't be doing that shit, man. I know you Latino, but grown up like fucking adults, like
They're not gonna give you that
they,
pass
they ain't
out
gonna
here.
give you that pass no more. I want you a
Yeah.
kid. So this motherfucker comes to Oakland, right? And so I'm fast forwarding now, moving to Oakland after living in San Francisco, and he's living in my house. We have this beautiful Victorian house, just got remodeled and shit.
Yeah.
We're hella fucking gentrifying.
Damn, bro, you guys are the problem.
No, but I made it a point to like contribute to the community, right?
Yeah.
And I met my neighbors. I say hi. I knew the dudes because we lived in West Oakland. West Oakland's all black. Like that's a black community.
Yeah.
East Oakland, that's Latinos, you know. and in other areas he gets a little Asian and shit. But when I was living there, and the first night we go out with fucking B and shit. We go into this fucking shoe store because there's a bunch of sneaker shops there, right? There's a lot of sneakerheads out there. And this fool just had a little too many fucking cocktails. It starts dropping the N-bomb. And me and my homies, like, one of them was like white dude. He was like, B's dropping the N-bomb, man. We gotta get out of here. We gotta go. Abort. And he's like, oh, nigga. I was like, oh, shit. And this is big black dude looking at him like, I was like, oh, shit, dude. So I go get him like, hey, bro, let's go, dude. It's like, nah. Hey, we cool. And they were. Like, he has like a certain type of spirit where he says it and black people like don't trip. I don't know what the fuck it was. Maybe it was just that one dude. But anyways, that was just one incident. But no fight went down there.
No, not that one.
No. But this is a little background of that fool. But he's like a professional wardrobe stylist.
Oh, really?
That fool knows the shit when it comes to
Damn,
style.
bro,
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
fucking crazy.
You gotta have at least one gay friend, man. They'll teach you about style. We pull girls
So
for you.
he's a
Gay gangster.
he's a gay gangster from South Central and became a fucking fashion wardrobe designer.
He knows history, dude.
Yeah.
Like he'll tell you, like, oh, that jacket, yeah, that's like a classic. I never got a style, But fast forward, and like my homie's girlfriend's birthday, she has a bunch of gay friends, so he shows up hella drunk because that fool, he would always say like, we'd always tell him, hey fool, why you always fucking drink to get drunk, man? Like, chill, bro. Just drink to hang. It's like, you gotta start eating. It's like, eating is inconvenient for my lifestyle. Because then I have to pay him more to drink.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's how you know you're a fucking alcoholic, dude. But anyways, this fool shows up like all drunk and shit, but he was still composed. And going to this gay club, it's like a 2-story. It's dark, but there's hella gays throwing shirts off and shit. I'm like, damn, man. Like, I'm cool with the gays, but it's like when you go in their territory, they become gangsters because you gotta watch your back,
damn,
man.
bro.
So I'm always like against the walls and shit, like just chilling, because those fools be like quick to bam, like they grab you.
To get him in reversa real quick.
Yeah, dude. So I was like, man, bunch of fucking gangsters here. Like, all right, just play it cool. So we go upstairs, and eventually Brian's like, hey, come get me, fool, come get me. Showing up on the list, so I go get him. And then I go back upstairs. I see like some lights happening. I was like, oh shit, they got like crazy lights now. My friend's girlfriend's like, oh my God, they have Brian in the stretcher.
Oh my God.
We're like, what the fuck? She's
bro.
like, I fucking hate your friend. He's embarrassing me. I'm like, damn, just shut up, bitch. No one knows her or anything.
Yeah.
He's like, so she gets all upset and shit. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta go fucking do something. So I go out there and talk to paramedics, and I pretend to be a doctor because I used to work in dental assisting. so I busted out this like fake ass Persian accent of this doctor. I used to be really good at impersonating accents. I was like, my name is Dr. Saman. Like, that's my patient. They was like, oh really? What's your ID number? And I memorized it because I used to always fill out his prescriptions and shit. Comes out and they fucking like, just make sure he eats something. And Brian's like, that is shut the fuck up, dude. Don't say nothing. He was about to say it's inconvenient for me.
Oh, damn, bro.
So I get that fool out, and my other homie's there. He's like, as this fool's yelling at him, I'm fucking holding him like this, carrying him. And we're walking to a pizza place so we can go eat, right? This pizza spot's known for like slices and pretty decent pizza.
Yeah.
So we fucking sit Brian down on the bench in the front of the pizza spot. My homie goes in to get pizza, what he wants. He's like, you know what? Fuck that fool. I ain't gonna get him shit. And so I go in there and get him something, right? So we can sober him up. While I'm in there ordering pizza, this fool's over there. He going at it again, yelling at this fool. He's like slapping him a little bit here and there. And as I'm walking outside, like I open the door and I just hear like stilettos running. Yeah. But it's not one. It's like multiplied by like 6. It's not like forces running. I was like, what is that noise? And from afar, there's like a couple of fucking cross-dressers. Get your hands off that boy, motherfucker. And you see a fucking stiletto hits me in the eye. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And it's like, woof, woof. Some fucking socks go down me, and I used to box, man. So they used to call me La Mosca, and I was like, oh, come at me, fool. Come at me, fool.
That's a hell of a dope ass name, bro. La Mosca, hey, bro.
Not that day, dude. I got SWAT hell of times. Like, it's like a big bodybuilder and some skinny dudes. Like, I'll fucking take him out. So jabbed that dude a couple times, and I got hit. And from afar, you see like that fucking Ryu Street Fighter fucking kick, the one that's like that. Some fool literally did that to me, dude.
Damn,
Hit me in the
bro.
fucking ribs, and it hurt so bad, dude. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna hit you now. You ain't a fucking chick. So at this moment, it was like it's like about 8 of us fighting. 4 of them were dudes in dresses and stilettos. And the other one was like, were my homies, you know, that were like ex-gangsters and one gay gangster and shit. And so one of my friends brings over his car. It felt like one of those fucking Grand Theft Auto like skits. He comes over with like this Beamer. Oh, he's like, get in. He picked up Brian, like, get the fuck over here, dude. Just skid all the way to fucking the Mission District, and then we go to the bar and just have a drink and look at our cuts and shit, and just fucking have a laugh.
Damn, you guys got fucked
Oh,
up.
we
like
got
your
beat
brother.
up, dude.
Damn, bro.
Those fucking
Wild.
those cross dressers beat the shit.
The man
out of
came
us.
out of them, bro.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, that night I learned, like, I guess the word tranny is like a derogatory term now. So
Oh, really?
we call them like cross dressers, trans woman, trans male. I used to help host the mezcal and six course meal pairings.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, so I could pair it with anything.
Yeah.
Like if I smell it and I taste it, I'll be like, okay, this go well with like these deep flavors or light citrusy flavors, you know, or floral notes and shit. And I'll tell you like what should we do first for the first course, second course, third course, and so and so. And those dinners were expensive too. And you know, a lot of fucking techies up there. And
Yeah,
like,
they got money to blow.
They got money to burn, so we would sell like 200 a pop, and for us it was nothing. You go to a restaurant like that, you could either experience it in 2 ways: be like, oh, this fool's fucking full of shit. You could either have a negative experience about it because it's something so new to you that you could take it as like, oh, this fucking bougie shit, or you could just like go into it open minded and be like, oh fuck, like. Food is actually an art, you know, like the way they present it to you, it's like a masterpiece. Everything delicately, like micro cilantro and like the bed of creme fraiche mixed in with some other shit. And you look at it, you're like, oh fuck, I don't even want to eat this shit. But when you do eat it, there's like all these different flavors that come into your mouth. Like, oh fuck. Then you get a sip of wine and it opens up the flavors again. You're like, oh fuck. So we learned about all that shit, you know. And I used to specialize in agaves, so I knew a lot about how to pair mezcal with food, because that's how mezcal is actually enjoyed. Like, you don't take shots of mezcal, you eat it with food, you know, because it's a digestive too, so it helps you digest food, but it's also an aperitif, which is like another helps you open up your stomach to get you ready to eat. And that's how Mexicans eat it, you know.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that shit until I started working there, and then I learned about wine and shit and the same shit, you know. But Mexicans been doing that shit for forever. But a lot of us don't know that, you know. We just, when we think of like tequila, we think of like
Getting fucked up.
getting
huh?
fucked up. Yeah, pretty much.
For
What can get me
real.
fucked up the fastest?
Hey, that's crazy. I didn't even know that.
Damn, bro.
Man, that's crazy. So there's a lot of detail into it, huh?
Oh yeah, when you go to upscale restaurants, there's a lot of detail to everything. Like, we remember, like, every day we would huddle up and talk about like, yo, what are we trying to sell today? I would talk about my cocktails or a new mezcal that came in from a small batch in a fucking ranchito up in the hills in Oaxaca, by a mezcalero named fucking Sebastian, some shit that has generations been growing this, and fucking the business is now run by the first woman that owns mezcal, shit like that. And you know, San Francisco's fucking damn progressives are be like, oh, a
They
woman?
get hella wet.
Damn, I'll buy that shit.
They would get hella wet off that shit.
Yeah. And working in that restaurant, like, when she opened it up, we're like the biggest, baddest Mexican bitch in the whole Bay Area. And then we're in San Francisco. And we were located in an area that's like, that's next to the Jazz Center, which is historically famous, and the opera and the symphony and the ballet area. So we had all the top dogs of San Francisco and the Bay Area. They would come over to see us because Garavela. And they would also be dressed up and shit because they would go to the ballet and shit. And, you know, you would have celebrity chefs show up, and even fucking celebrity, like, famous basketball players, comedians, directors.
Damn, so you got to meet a lot of famous people then.
Oh, yeah, dude. I got to meet a very famous chef called Enrique Obera, I think his name is. He has a restaurant in New York, too, that's called Cosme. And that motherfucker is known for his, like, mole that has like 50 plus different ingredients.
What the fuck?
He's like the
shit.
king of of Mexico cuisine. I got to meet him bartending in San Francisco, and he came in and he was like my last guest there. And in Mexico, they allow the guests to stay there until whenever the fuck they feel
Until
like
they're
leaving.
done, yeah.
I was like, fuck this shit, man. It's already fucking gonna be 12 o'clock. I was supposed to be off an hour ago, and I was gonna go cut him off, and then the fucking owner, that's Enrique Obed. I was like, oh shit, really? Like, yeah. It's like, so no, go back to your bar for. I was like a little bitch. I was like, okay. What's that dude from Brokeback Mountain?
Fuck, bro.
Jake
Jake,
Gyllenhaal?
yeah.
Dude, that dude came in. Fucking the whole restaurant just stopped breathing. I was just like, you could hear like a fucking pin just drop. I was like, the fuck's going on? And I turned around. I was like, oh shit. Even I got starstruck. I was
Yeah.
like, damn, that motherfucker's making everyone's panties drop in here.
Fuck, bro.
like there was like an aura around him and shit. But he was like this super chill dude, you know? And it was my job to make sure like nobody harassed him and shit. I really felt like asking him, like, hey dude, how was like then you're gay and shit? But I didn't do it. Cause he was getting drunk and I was getting a little tipsy
Yeah.
too. Cause I was drinking two on the side, got it together. I was so close to ask him like, hey dude, you ever just like, flirt with a gay guy or pretend you're gay and shit? Like after that,
He was one of those fucking method actors.
I was like, dude, I wonder. I'm like, he's in San Francisco a lot.
Shit, you never know.
And I remember Kevin Durant, he came in, like the whole world just stopped.
Basketball player.
Yeah.
And when motherfuckers, he sat down, his knees were like from here to like your mixer and shit. So he couldn't
Damn,
sit
bro.
really well at my bar. So I had to
Yeah.
put him like in a handicap area.
Hey, it's crazy because they don't look that big in TV, huh? But like person,
Because they're surrounded with a lot of tall people, bro.
Yeah, dude.
So it all looks
kind of
evens
takes
out.
your breath away when you
Yeah.
see a human that big. You're like, what the fuck? You're like, God damn, how the fuck? It must have been expensive growing your ass up. Like, fuck. Your mom must have been on that fucking XL fucking Medi-Cal welfare
Fuck,
shit.
bro.
Because ain't no one like, mom has to be making like at least $1 million a year to support that motherfucker.
To grow that fucking tall. Huh?
Yeah, dude. Shit.
There is some fucking tall ass.
I've-
Hey, but it's kind of. I heard too that supposedly like when people are like tall, they don't live that long.
They're like dogs or what, like Great Danes or
Something
what?
with their organs and stuff.
Oh,
Like,
really?
yeah, like I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I think
around
because
those lines.
the world's not designed for them. They gotta been in weird places and reach areas that they shouldn't
That's
be.
crazy.
Their organs are doing weird shit. So
Yeah, that's what I
Damn.
heard. I don't know if it's true, but
yeah.
was gonna say-
But I even became a celebrity too in that fucking.
What would you do, bro?
Our restaurant had like a really interesting hiring practice.
Yeah.
We used to hire ex-convicts, dude. That shit was scary as fuck. Like, I would have to train these motherfuckers. I'm like, hey, fool, just don't touch anything sharp. Don't stand behind me. You're always in front of me.
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, like coming from St. Quentin.
Oh
Oh,
fuck.
fuck.
Yeah,
They
dude.
got the
like,
bad-
like
yeah.
that. So we would teach them open hand service, and we're like an upscale, like casual restaurant.
Yeah.
So you had to know how to serve. Like your hospitality has to be on point. You got to be certified with like California Safe some shit certification. It's like a food handling certification,
Yeah.
right? And you have to know about food. You have to geek out about it. You have to sell it, pretty much. You guys ever go to Mexico City?
Man, I've never been to Mexico City, bro. You know why? Because I heard so much bad things and so much stereotypes. But now that I'm older and I did my own research, that place looks beautiful as fuck.
It's fucking magical, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you're walking on top of mythology,
Yeah.
Like it's magic everywhere. The people, the vibe, the air, even though it's fucking hella cars everywhere.
Does it smell like gas out there?
No,
Like
man.
smog?
I say no, you feel like you're in a rainforest.
Yeah.
Because that's what it used to be,
Uh-huh.
before they fucking demolished all that shit.
Hey,
But,
say mucho ratero.
You know what? I
That's
say
what I heard about that shit, bro.
it's like every city, this is a mega metropolis, It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
So you got the good side, you got the bad side. I was dating this Canadian girl, and so she's hella white. So for the safety of hers and also mine too, we stayed at like the fucking Fresita area, which is like
Yeah,
the
nicer area.
Roma and Condesa area. And that area has like everything.
Yeah.
Like you can walk to a bar, walk to like fine dining, it's all there. And you know, back then, this was back in 2023.
Oh shit, it's not even that long ago then, bro.
Oh, wait, shit, my bad. Way before that.
Was it during the
2022.
pandemic?
2022, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was still pandemic, so it was still wearing masks and shit. Yeah, dude. So going back to Mexico, man. So I was living in Mexico City for a little bit, and I didn't like it because, well, for one, I was in like the fucking the fresita ass areas like Roma and
Yeah.
Condesa. So I moved to a place called Querétaro, which is like 3 hours north of Mexico City. And Querétaro is known for like being peaceful. And again, I was with this Canadian white chick that I was like, you know, she was really scared because she, as you were saying, like,
Yeah.
oh, she's heard of all these things. And I was like, man, that shit ain't true. But he's like, I don't know what it's like to be white here, but I know it's like. Then I'll be like, wait, but I kind of am white here. Oh, I had that white privilege working for me over there. Over here, it's like, nah, fool.
Nah, fool, you not one of us.
You ain't one of us. Yeah, but over there, yeah, I was a fucking. They used to call me, hey, Guarito, you know. And we moved to Querétaro. And when I was there, Querétaro, I was living in the Centro Histórico. So that should tell you everything. It was old colonial houses, a lot of fucking history, like 300-year-old, like plus houses, but fucking beautiful, dude. Like the lighting outside, pebble stones. It was romantic as fuck. And I was with my chick too. So I was like, oh, that's cool. And we were staying in this place that when the revolution was going on, the Mexican Revolution, fucking hide some of the prisoners there. And some of them were fucking killed there. I found this out because our host, the Airbnb host, this older lady, pretty cool. I was telling her, hey, so what was this place? She's like, oh, sí, aquí tenían los esclavos y aquí los mataban. I was like, what the fuck? Like, man, you gonna tell me this shit?
Couldn't added this shit to the description of the fucking place.
Oh, she got like hella detail too. I was like, wait, hold up, pump the brakes. You realize you're not selling this shit to me anymore. And that same day, I was like, hey, can we switch rooms? Because she had like this big ass house with a bunch of like rooms, you know, like a courtyard area. It's beautiful. We moved to this other one, and she was recommending me not to go there, but it was the most beautiful one. I didn't listen, so me and my girl go there, and the raining season and shit. And when it rains, they're fucking bored.
No,
Dude. It was
yeah.
raining hard. We had like water coming in, so I had to go to the fucking roof, and I saw this dude that I thought was my neighbor, and he was up there too. He had a trench coat. I couldn't see his face. All I could see, he was covered up, and he was like doing something. And I was like, oh, está entrando agua para allá también. He's like, he just did this, but I couldn't. Wasn't paying attention that each time he looked at me, I couldn't see his face. It was just blurry. I was just like, it's fucking raining. Oh, I got rain in my eyes. I don't know. And he was like, oh, ¿es una mano? I was like, yeah. So he's like, ve, tráeme el martillo, it's right over there. So I was like, go over there and get it. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Like, I looked at him in the face and I can't see his face. I turned back again and he wasn't there anymore. And I looked at the ladder. I was like, he got off. So I ended up doing what I was doing. I didn't think of it much. And I go back down. The whole night, like, it was on my mind. It was like, I called the neighbors because I had everyone's number. Because I was like, oh, if I want to be here, some fucking shit goes down, I want to at least know people around me. And there were like these older, like, Mexican cats. Hey, I asked them, did you guys up in the, on the roof? It's like, hell no. It's fucking raining hard as hell. Think I'm gonna go up there? Fuck that shit. Like, you were up there? I was like, yeah. It's like, no, man, just call the lady, man. Have her do something. I did. Didn't bring anyone. I thought you guys were up there. It's like, no, we were down here. So then I call her. I was like, oye, hola, doña. Oye, ¿no mandó usted alguien para acá? Like, no, mijo. Oye. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I could just hear her breathing and like about to say the next word. It's like, el cuarto que te estás quedando. I was like, fuck no, don't tell me some shit. Like, ahí se quedó, blah, 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 some fucking dude who passed away. And she had a jardín in the metro area, because in Mexico they do that a lot.
No, yeah,
right?
it's popular.
And I was like, are you telling me that's what I fucking saw? I was like, fuck no. She was like, yeah, you saw Don Joaquin.
Oh,
and she's
shit.
like, he's known to be up there. I was like, wait, but he's dead. Yeah, but he's not. I was like, wait, what? So she fucking comes over the next day, and I didn't even sleep the whole night. I was just like, just looking the whole round, would get up and shit. And then the next day she came over. It's like, this is what I was trying to tell you. Don't take this room. But you didn't listen to me. And that was the first time, but it wasn't like anything crazy. It was just like odd.
Well, yeah, because at the moment you weren't thinking about it.
No, because it looked like a real person.
Yeah.
But I just couldn't see his face. That's all it was. It felt like, when like you wear glasses and shit and water hits them, you can't see or they fog up. Yeah.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? I'm pretty sure like there's a lot of encounters like that where like people, you see somebody but you don't even know, like they probably not
No,
even,
for real, huh?
Yeah, because how he said, like, at the moment, everything seemed real, you know? Oh, go get me
No,
this, you
yeah.
know? And then how he said, like, what the heck? Oh, he probably laughed.
Too damn spooky. Did you ever tell your girlfriend though?
Nah, dude.
She never found out.
She never found out, dude. I didn't tell her. I was like,
Fuck.
this is some things worth not telling.
Yeah.
And I was like, I never been scared of paranormal shit like that because I grew up like in a farm. There was always spooky shit happening.
Yeah.
And I had like a twisted ass mom that would be like, hey, come watch Friday the 13th with me. I was like 8 years old. And then afterwards, she'd be like, all right, can you go to the hen house and go bring some fucking eggs? I was like, what are you
shit.
fucking kidding me?
Bro.
I just fucking watched this shit. Take her sister.
Fuck.
She's like, I was like, fuck no, I don't want to go. Multiple times we had this fuck chivo big ass horns. And at nighttime, those motherfuckers look like fucking Satanas, dude.
Yeah.
They'll stand up with their big ass fucking goat teeth and their big ass horns out. He was all black too. I was like, fucking shit.
Damn, bro.
And his name was Diego. I don't know why the fuck his name was Diego, but I was like, Diego, stop that shit,
Such a
motherfucker.
friendly ass name for a demonic looking ass fucking
You
goat.
been knowing my mom would make me watch some damn movies at night. You know I'm out here because she's trying to fuck with me. Those rich people in Mexico, they're different, dude. They're fucking annoying, honestly. They're probably my least liked.
They like to shit
like,
on everybody that doesn't
they-
have money. Huh?
Exactly, dude. Because I think Mexico has a crazy history of like this identity crisis.
Yeah, bro,
Because,
for sure.
When we were getting raped by, or when we were, I don't even know what end we're
That's
in,
fine.
man.
Yes.
We were the colonizers, or we were getting colonized.
Yeah.
And then they're putting labels on, oh, you're a mestizo. Oh, you're this, or you're that, you're
Yeah.
that. And so after we won that war, you know, our independence with Spain, and then everyone else came up in the mix, we tried to find our identity, but we never could. And to this day, we still can't. That's why we're
Yeah.
like, oh, pinche indio, oh, pinche fresa, oh,
Yeah, that's what
pinche-
we're talking. Yeah.
Oh, okay, este güey es el rey. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. O sea, que hace, güey? I'm like, dude, fucking speak right. So I'm fucking constipated. Like, I couldn't hang. I have some cousins that are that way,
Yeah.
and I would always make fun of them, you know. And I'd be like, why do you guys fucking sound like you're always constipated and shit? Like, why do you gotta talk like that? Like, because they try to. I wouldn't call it a culture. I don't know what the fuck it is. This is some garbage shit. And no offense to the Eufrositas out there, but I don't get it, dude. It's
Yeah,
like
they try to be, they try to one up everybody in every single subject they possibly could.
like trying to be like as European as white as possible, and
Yeah.
it's a fucking joke, dude.
That's crazy, bro.
Like the whitexicans or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they call
Yeah,
it.
the Whitexicans, yo.
It's so fucking stupid. Ever seen those documentaries and shit? I met a couple of
I watched a
I
couple of
was
them on
like,
that shit,
oh
bro.
my
Hey,
God.
so they have like their own like no sabo type of kids out there.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
In
yeah,
their
dude.
own way.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the
what-
white. That's
yeah.
the whitexicans. You're colonizing your own people, but then you're like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
It blows my mind, dude. It's a whole different world
Yeah.
that I dabbled in a little bit, and I was just like,
Nah, fuck that. We're gonna talk about that right now, bro. That has always interested me. Like, why the fuck they do that? Seeing
It's
it
status,
from
bro.
from
Yeah,
an
status.
outside perspective, you know what I mean? Like looking at all the shit that's going on there, that shit kind of interests me.
It's when you're in it, it's different. 'Cause
Yeah.
I studied a lot of like humanities. I was in college and shit. So those like in Mexico, they have racism there,
Yeah.
but they have more classism as well. And the classism is what divides a lot of them. You know, because there's fucking super poor, super rich. Like that's all there is.
Is it kind of like in
Yeah.
India how they classify that shit too?
They have caste systems there.
Yeah.
And Mexico had caste systems too. Yeah, we still have that shit. That's why they have this identity crisis
Yeah.
and shit of like trying to be better than the other one, better than the
Yeah.
other one, you know? So that's why you have Los Reyes and you have some other shit that I don't know what else they call them, Los Luis Miguels or some shit. And
Hey, that shit's crazy,
Then you have
huh,
Los
bro? Fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That fool is a white skin, huh?
who?
Luis Miguel, bro.
That's how he says status.
Bro, because that fool wasn't
Their
even born in
status.
Mexico. They faked his
was
document
he was Italian and
Argentina, no, or some shit.
Spanish, I think. I think the thing about Mexico that's fucking cool, man, is like you don't. It's different than here. It's like here, if you are like Latino and you say you're American, people are still gonna question you. In Mexico, you could be fucking Asian and say you're Mexican, and you're Mexican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's it. Like that's what's beautiful about it. But then you're like driving a beat up car versus Porsche. Then you got different groups
Yeah.
of people that you know are backing you up or you're friends with. But there's still discrimination. There's still racism against the indigenous people there.
Yeah.
Do you guys heard of those rappers in Oaxaca that are rapping in Nahuatl? Like
No.
they're like native language,
They're
dude.
rapping that
Yeah.
shit?
And what they're doing is they're inspiring like future generations of kids to embrace their indigenous roots and their culture because a lot of the indigenous languages they're being erased because everyone's like, oh no, speak Spanish or speak English, right? Like, but no, to speak your native tongue is like, you're less. this.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, fool, it's not like that. And that's what these group of kids are doing. It's fucking so badass, man. I forget the name, but there's a lot more now of that
Yeah.
happening. And I think Mexico's finally turning around a little bit and like kind of embracing more of that and their differences and finally coming to fucking terms with like being, you know, so discriminating against each other.
It's
fucking
because now they
bizarre.
have a voice. Social media,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly,
helps a
exactly.
lot because it's true. It's like, you know, como dices, you could have a fresita from, you know, somewhere in Mexico or whatever, and then, you know, you have somebody from the rancho. And I feel like now how you're saying, I haven't heard of that, but it's crazy and it's interesting because it's like, I feel like people have the access to kind of bring something out, you know, like you have,
Oh yeah.
it's more doable now,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think anything is now. Like when I started coming here, I tell what here, like, yo, dude, like AI and shit, AI, like there is no excuse right now to not try and better yourself. If you have the resources to have a fucking computer or even a library card, just learn how to use AI because it's gonna be like the internet, right? The internet when we first came out, everyone was like, ah, fucking this shit's nothing.
Yeah,
Now
yeah,
it's
that's
like
true.
we carry the internet in our pockets every day.
Yeah.
AI is gonna do the same exact thing,
Yeah.
and it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And when you start to learn how to use it, bro, you don't even go to universities anymore. And I'm not trying to promote that, but I'm just saying if you can't afford that shit and you can afford a smartphone, you got fucking AI in your pocket, and you could learn how to use it to be like, yo, create a roadmap on how I could be from point A to point B. And all you got to know is prompt engineering. Learn how to be like, yo, here's who you are. You're an expert and career coach, right? You want to be an RN or some shit. And being RN and you motivate the students in this style, you know, I have ADHD, so maybe present your outputs in this manner, right? And then give them a context like, okay, so I don't have any, I barely have my high school diploma. I want to get into RN. What should I be doing now? Provide a step-by-step guide that clearly lays out how to accomplish this. And your task is going to be, boom, do all this research, find out what's around me in my area. And next thing is the goal. My goal is to have this fucking RN degree in 4 years. Drops it all down for you. Breakdown right there. There you have it, man. And go over it, review it, read it, fucking put it in your wall, see it every day, you know, and start creating those habits.
Hey, how better you think it's? I mean, I already think that shit's amazing. How better do you think that shit's gonna get though? Like,
It's gonna be there's not gonna be screens anymore. Like screens are not gonna exist. You're gonna be able to speak with it. Carry it. It's gonna be if phone's gonna get even smaller, and there's not gonna be screens, and you're just gonna speak to it, and it's gonna speak back to you. Be like, hey, find me the cheapest, best quality pizza around me. Be like, okay, what are you trying to get? And be like, you know, just pepperoni, you know, like pan crust or whatever. I'm like, all right, the closest one here is round table, blah blah blah. You want me to place an order for you? Like that. And it's gonna be like,
Shit.
oh yeah, do it. And do you want anything else? Here's the menu. Or actually, what else are you interested in? You know, and it'll already have the memory of the menu, and it'll place the order for you. It'll call for you. And you don't have to do shit. You just keep on driving, looking at what you want to look at. So it's going in that direction. Like voice is gonna be huge.
Damn, I never really thought about that.
Yeah, dude. So then you're gonna have your own personal mentor.
Yeah.
So if you have kids that are like, you know, like especially growing up as an immigrant, been marginalized and always been like discriminated against, and I mean, remember growing up here, like I never had anyone to look up to or anyone to fucking mentor me or guide me, you know. So I got into gangbanging, I got into doing stupid shit. I even went to fucking Bob Wiley and shit. But if I had someone to like speak to and be like, hey, I'm curious about like this skill or this career, and speak back to me and know who I am and talk to me in a way that makes me feel safe, it would inspire me to do shit.
yeah.
And kind of that way, I found that voice through my art, which made me move to San Francisco. Then I moved to China, and I was out there for a while until I almost got fucking blacklisted. Then I moved to Mexico.
Damn, bro, how'd you almost get blacklisted, bro?
Dude, so check this out. I've always been really like tech savvy and shit.
Yeah.
And at the time I was dating this Korean girl that was like pretty wealthy from a family in LA. I had just moved back from the Bay Area. She had moved over here because she was living with her boyfriend in Visalia. So I met her at a salsa club. And during that time I was getting into salsa and shit. You know?
Damn, bro, you're a man of many trades, bro.
Dude, salsa is like, it's like having sex with clothes on, dude.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. It's like a language, you know? And I saw her dance and I was like, holy who is this chick? She's so
Hey, you think you
hot.
could move it
She's
there to
like
boogie?
super like it looked like some goddess just came down from the heavens. I was like sipping on my beer. It's like, wow, this girl's hot. And I was super intimidated. So it was every Tuesday, right? At the cellar door. And so I went back home. I was like, I gotta fucking work on my salsa chops. So I put on YouTube videos. I was like dancing with a fucking broom, being like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And be like, all right, I got this shit. And next Tuesday came around. I saw her. I was like, hey, you want to dance? And she's like, yeah. We started dancing. And salsa, it's all about tension, you know? And I didn't realize that because the video I was watching didn't tell me like tension. You gotta have tension here, tension here. My ass was like this, and I was looking down, and she was like, "You don't know how to dance, do you?" And she's like a professional. I was like, "Nope," but I sure got my hands on you though. Then we just hit it off, and after that, started dating. But she moved to China, to Beijing, because her dad used to have an importing and exporting business. So she was teaching English out there, and she had a plug. So it's like, the thing is, you need to have a bachelor's degree. I was like, fuck, I don't have one, but I could whip something up real quick. It's like, what do you mean? I was like, I fucking photoshopped one. I photoshopped a bachelor's degree, fucking con artist. And I sent it over to the university, and they gave me fucking a visa and accepted me, and I went over there.
Crazy.
Well, they didn't give me the visa. They just gave me the tourist visa while I go over there. So I went over there, and then I got the visa. And I was like, well, shit, I need to make money while I'm here. And they told me, you're not supposed to work. I was like, fuck that. I'm going to work anyway.
You're going illegal anyways. Might as well, you know what I mean?
I know. This ain't my first rodeo. I went over there and I started teaching English at a university and teaching English at a grammar school. And I was supposed to be going to school, and I was learning Mandarin, going to like pretty prestigious school out there, which I didn't know about, but they were teaching me pretty well. So I learned Mandarin pretty quick, did it fast, because it has just a bunch of tones, and being a musician, like I just quickly picked up on it, and it was fun, like speaking it, because I had to get on a rickshaw. I was living in a second tier city. It was Beijing. I was in Tianjin, it's called, still northeast, next to the Gobi Desert, like almost neighboring Russia and shit. So it was still developing. So there was rickshaws, dude. Like I was like, what the fuck? A rickshaw? This is the shit I see like on TV. Like, but I've never seen a rickshaw in real life. But when I was on it, I was like, oh shit, it's just, this little fucking carrito with 3 wheels and shit. And I would have to tell the guy, like, yeah, wo yao chu and he would just fucking
bro,
laugh
so
at
you
me.
still remember that shit then?
Oh yeah, dude, that shit stays with me.
But hey, Shishi for coming to this interview.
Shit. Oh,
that's the
you know
only-
how to say thank you,
Bro, I used to work with the a provider that was from China. And then one time I told that fool to teach me how to talk in Chinese so we could shit talk about people. And that's the only word I remember. Shit.
Zaijian is like goodbye.
I can't do that. It's too advanced for me.
But, dude, each time I would go, this motherfucker just be chewing on a gum. It was his foot on like on this fucking wheel of his rickshaw, and be like, I'd be like, 我要去地铁. He's like,美国人, which means like American.
Yeah.
I was like, this motherfucker's making fun of me. And he would call his friends over. He's like, hey, come.
Damn, bro, they were
And he'd be
using
like-
for entertainment.
It was like, man, motherfuckers hit the first time. All right, I fucking migrated to the U.S. Like, this ain't my first rodeo, dude. Like, I got thick skin, man. You know, I'm Brazilian as fuck, and be like, 我要去地铁. I started getting all Japanese and shit, like getting aggressive. And that point, we're like, oh, okay. And I remember one time, this motherfucker was drunk. Like, it was always the same dude. I don't know why.
Always waiting for you.
Yeah, he knew my schedule.
Like your Uber.
He knew my schedule.
He's like, I'm
dude.
about
This guy's gonna get out right now.
They drink this drink called baijiu, and it's a Japanese spirit. It's like our tequila, right? Or and this motherfucker, it was like about to be New Year's, because I got there right about when it was to be New Year's, and China's known for fireworks, dude. So this guy was drunk, and I noticed the way he was driving, he fucking almost hit another rickshaw, dude. I was in the back. He fucking flipped the rickshaw. I was just holding on like this. There's no safety belts on that shit. I was like, what the fuck? Everything just slowed down and just. I get out the fucking rickshaw. It's like, Megor. I was like, I couldn't hear shit because like I hit my head. I had a concussion. I was just like, oh, what the fuck? And there was this old lady just poking me with a cane. He's like, Megor.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck are they saying? I didn't understand. Because I was kind of like, when you go unconscious, you kind of just forget for a moment where you're at. And I come back. and I'm in this fucking old lady's like living room. I'm like, how the
Oh,
fuck did I get
shit.
here? And it was my neighbor,
Mhm.
and she was a sweet lady that he was giving me a foot massage. I was like, what the fuck? What's going on?
You woke up to a foot massage.
Yeah, dude, I woke up to a foot massage and a fucking cat licking my finger. I was like, "What's happening?" And apparently, like, there's a lot of nerves in your feet.
Yeah.
Like Eastern medicine's a trip, dude. Like,
No, that's just
and
advanced, bro.
She brought some cups and shit, and she
Yeah.
lit some fire, and I was just like, "Man, what the fuck? Please don't die. Please don't die. Like, I want to make it back." And she started doing cupping on me at the same time because she's telling me you're sick. I was like, no, I'm fucking had a concussion. I'm not sick. You're fucking sick. Why the fuck you bring me in here? So, anyways, I didn't go to fucking work that day. But the following day, I get a phone call like, hey, so the military came looking for you. I was like, what the fuck? To hear a
Damn.
military comes looking for you in a country that's not
Yeah.
No
doesn't
word.
sound good, huh?
No, man. And when my the dude that's like, I guess the manager was like, hey, dude, don't come to work and don't go home. I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean don't go home? I was like, yeah, they're looking for you. Like, what do you mean they're looking for me? Who? The military. Yeah, no shit. You said that, but why? Because apparently you're working. You're not supposed to be working on a student visa. I was like, but this guy was supposed to get me my work visa. It's like, well, you're supposed to get my work visa. Thought you said it was already in process. Yeah, well, I lied. I was like, you motherfucker.
Damn,
So he fucked
bro.
me over. So I had to go and sleep at one of my students' houses, and they raided my house where I was staying at my apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my girlfriend was like, yeah, they're looking for you. I was like, don't come here. So I had to fucking leave China. So
Yeah, bro.
I ended up leaving, and apparently those fools were waiting for me at the exit of Tianjin to go to fucking Beijing.
Yeah.
So I got on the bullet train, and they were there, dude. They're looking for me and shit. So what I did, my neighbor had a bunch of hats and shit. She would hang them outside. I put on one of her big ass straw hats and just
Yeah.
blended in, dude.
Fucking rice.
Dude, I
Damn,
blended
bro.
in, dude. And I wore like some hella like just I don't even know if native is the word, but
Yeah.
local clothes, you know,
Yeah.
just blended in. I look like some fucking kids selling rice patties and shit, pretty much. And the bullet
God
train got me here,
damn.
dude. The bullet train's sick though,
Were you
man.
shitting bricks
Fuck
in the
yeah,
airport
dude.
or what?
Because not only that, I was like barely a resident of the U.S. at the time. They would have found out. They would have fucking took me away. I would have went back to
You
Mexico.
would have been in Mexico City.
Speaking,
right now.
speaking English and fucking Mandarin, but very little Spanish. I would have been like, where y'all to?
God damn.
So if you
bro.
get blacklisted, it's like 10 years that you can't go back to that country.
Damn, do you even want to go back?
Nah, man.
Nah, there's nothing out there.
I mean, they got a lot of history.
Mhm.
Like, I got to see the terracotta soldiers. It was fucking cool.
Those are the statues, right?
Yeah, dude, where that emperor died, and it's like, you're all gonna die.
Yeah.
It fucking kills everybody.
Uh-huh.
I was like, damn. And it's much smaller than it looks like,
Yeah.
like in fucking TV and shit. I got to see the Great Wall of China. That shit is scary because there's a lot of spirits there, dude. And people like do marathons or run there, and they camp there. And I almost was gonna camp there, but my girlfriend at the time, she fucking sprained her ankle when we were hiking it, so we didn't end up staying. But we were gonna camp out because
Yeah.
she liked to do weird shit like that. Like, I was like, it's some white people shit. Like, why would I
Yeah.
want to pay money to go get spooked and not sleep, but try to sleep in the Great Wall of China? Like, what
For
the fuck?
real.
Like, nah, no thanks. They're human. He's like a neuroscience dude, but he's pretty fucking cool. Talks about how to like optimize your mental health.
Shit.
You're telling me this drunk local dude was at his
No, wait, check us out. So,
Alright.
so you're telling me that this dude named El
Caballito.
from
Yeah.
El Rancho,
I
right?
meant no, it's not a rancho.
We just-
we just
Pueblo
call-
or what
yeah,
is it?
it's like it's yeah, it's a pueblo, bro. It's,
So when that dude gets drunk, you said he walks backwards.
bro, when that fool gets drunk, I remember when I was younger. Like it would be like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and you would just hear like fucking singing, bro. So my grandma would come out and be like, "Oh no, solo es el caballito, míralo." And that fool would be walking backwards down the hill, bro. Like
Dude,
all
well,
dressed up in a sombrero, a dressing shirt and shit, bro.
neuroscientist Dr. Huberman, he like geeks out on like how to optimize your brain and shit.
Yeah.
And he says like during like dusk, walk backwards downhill and it does something to your brain.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
I forget what he said though, but it's like it's a good exercise for your mind and your motor skills,
Yeah.
and it creates neuroplasticity and some shit.
Yeah.
So that fool must have been hell smart or
Damn,
something.
bro, that fool was on a sick ass one going
Damn.
he
down
was in the
hills.
future, dude.
Yeah, that dude was
bro.
advanced.
He was like-
That fool was time traveling, bro. Fuck, bro.
That's crazy.
He was on a fucking different dimension.
Yeah,
huh?
bro. While he was walking backwards and shit, bro. Bro, I wonder whatever happened to that guy, bro.
He's probably still around.
Nah, I don't think so. The last couple times I went, it wasn't there anymore.
How old do you think he? Well, how old was he?
He was around my uncle's age, so he would have been 40.
Dude, those people out there in Mexico, they fucking live
Yeah.
for fucking past 100 and shit.
For real, it's because they don't eat all the shit we be eating, bro.
Well, dude, yeah. Well, not only that, but they also their medicine is like it's like very natural and
yeah,
shit.
I remember
Like,
one time when I was younger, I used to take the bus to TJ to go visit my dad in Rosarito, and I remember they would always come and try to sell you some type of herbal medicine and shit, bro. And you know how they be speaking hella fast? It was like some bark looking ass shit, bro. They always like cura el
Palo
cáncer.
azul and
Yeah, yeah. I think.
Well,
it was
yeah, dude. Because I mean, come on.
El
Uno siempre-
diabetes. y
Un-
quita-
uno
se corre-
siempre de aquí quiere ir a agarrar medicamentos de allá. ¿no?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh, México.
You can
Oh,
buy anything
ocupas
with that.
un pinche jarabe.
Yeah.
Este güey jarabe trae esto y esto. It's like, it's crazy.
No, it
yeah,
is
it's
wild.
just very underrated. Like the herbal like remedies we got out there, it's the same shit as like
Mhm.
Eastern medicine, you know.
Yeah.
We do the same. It's just like it's just not talked about
Mhm.
a lot, you know. Like I remember each time I would get sick, mom would make some fucking go to the yard and be like, "Pégame una rama de esto, de esto."
Oh yeah, bro. Me
and,
too,
and eat
bro.
that shit because I was lactose intolerant growing up.
Uh-huh.
So every fucking morning, I remember catch the bus and shit. Mom would make like fucking bean and cheese burrito,
Uh-huh.
and if I went and get in the bus, that shit would just fucking hit me like, bro. I was like, oh fuck, here we go again. Now I tell mom every day, I can't eat the beans or
Uh-huh.
the tortilla. Back then, I didn't know about any gluten shit or
Yeah.
shit. We don't grow up learning about allergies and shit. That's just some
Yeah.
shit white people have.
No, yeah, for real.
And my mom didn't believe me until one day she's like, just as a joke, she's like, "Here, I'm gonna give you a cup of cheese,
Uh-huh.
eat it." I was like, "Hell no!" And she's like, "Just go get these ramas," and she made me go get some yerba buena and some other shit,
Mhm.
put it in a pot and boil it. She's like, "I'll have it ready for you." It's like, you mean you want to fucking lab rat me like, and eat this shit in front of you? And I ate the cup of cheese and fucking moments later, I was like, whoa. She's like, oh shit.
curado, huh?
Because we're trying to figure out, is it tortilla? Is it the beans? So
Uh-huh.
I had a cup of tortillas and pieces, a cup of beans, and a cup of fucking cheese. And every 2 hours, I would take something different. I swear, she was like testing me.
Bro, you know what's crazy with growing up and your parents giving you those type of remedies? Like, you think they're fucking crazy, but then you get older and you start giving out the same remedies, bro.
What's something crazy that
Bro, the socks. I've been fucked, bro. Every time I tell my kids, like, hey, make sure you wear socks before you go to bed or you're gonna get fucking sick. So they'll be complaining in the morning that you're not wearing socks.
What?
Yeah, I think of my mom when she used to yell at me for that shit, bro.
like I remember when we'd have like I don't know, like fucking tos or like
Yeah.
they'd put the fucking vapuru.
The vapuru
or
too,
even,
bro.
Or even the limon with
Yeah.
over the stove on the feet. And,
What's that one-
And all the pecho and everything.
Bro, like right now, look, watch. I'm fucking double socking, bro. Like, look at this shit, bro.
or
It's
or-
in there, but it's
or,
like
or también when they'd be like, oh, que te duele, o traes que te empachaste, que traes aire.
yeah.
They get the aceite de olivo. They start
Uh.
rubbing it on your belly. Te dan massage. y que sabe qué.
Yeah.
Or like, what's the other thing también that I heard like people usan el alcohol like in el ombligo for some
Yeah.
for some shit.
Or
But-
in your back when you got escalofríos,
Yeah.
they'd be
Mhm.
like, do like some Harry
Yeah.
Potter fucking
Yeah.
shit
That's
on your
crazy.
back.
It's crazy.
No,
Yeah.
for real.
The one I remember though is like I think my mom it was a lemon over the stove and then te lo hacía rub. Like I don't remember if it was all the pecho or on the feet and then te pones calcetines.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? Or what about the ear thing?
Bro, I was
The
about to say
cotton.
that. Bro, I remember one time when we're in Mexico. God damn, bro. I had a fucking one of my ears was like infected. Bro, and then my grandma was telling my mom, oh, tienes que hacerle el truco con el cigarro.
Oh,
Like you
yeah.
have to smoke a cigarette in
And
the
blow the
ear. And my mom
smoke or
didn't
what?
smoke cigarettes, bro. So she fucking, bro, that's the first time I've ever seen my mom smoke a cigarette. Like she did that shit, bro.
So what is it that they do?
it got gets rid of the wax and shit. You know how when you light up a candle, like
Yeah.
it sucks up the fucking wax and shit.
How they have that thing now, the little comb
That's
thing.
pretty
Yeah.
true because shamans used to bless you with tobacco.
Mhm.
They would bring the kids to the shamans
Yeah.
or the witch doctors, which were the fucking doctors back then. They would look at you. He would fucking tell little Timmy, "Hey, go roll me a fat one." Like this fool's gonna need a. I need a.
Mhm.
He needs an exorcism.
Oh,
like
That's crazy, huh, bro? How, bro? Like people that smoke cigarettes
Or
live, bro. They live a long time, bro.
you
Is it-
smoke the right ones, yeah.
Yeah, and then you know how they be saying, "Well, they're bad for you. Like they kill your life."
well, there's people that even nowadays still in Mexico, like they'll be like, oh no, pues que le gustaban los cigarros que se enrollaban con el papel de arroz o no sé qué. Like it's a different type of paper. I
Well,
guess they use
the rice paper.
something like that.
No, yeah, they live like what we would call fucking like hippies or like yuppies because they eat organic.
Mhm.
And I didn't realize that until the second time I went back to Mexico as an adult. I was like, wait a minute, like they farm that shit
Mhm.
and they're using organic like pesticides. That's all organic, but nobody
Yeah.
calls it organic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, probably some white dude had that epiphany. Was like, God damn, I'm gonna make a
Imagine-
fortune.
Bro, imagine if they gentrified Mexico that heavily.
I don't think Mexicans would let that
Yeah, I
happen.
don't
I
think
mean,
they-
look at them right now in Mexico City. They're like, gringos, get
They're
the fuck
protesting
out.
for that shit. Yeah,
Green-
bro.
Damn, it's going
green.
like that right now.
Bro, they're like they're going
bad.
heavily against
They're
like, people.
heavy. They're destroying their businesses. They're going
Insulting
hardcore.
them, bro, on live television.
They're like, oh my god, I'm experiencing like racism. Like, bitch, that ain't racism. You're just being
Yeah.
discriminated. Like, shut up. Racism is different.
There's a difference.
yeah. No, I remember I experienced some discrimination too. They're like, pinche pochito.
Yeah,
Chicano."
bro. I
Chicano.
experienced that shit a lot, bro.
I was like, you fools been doing this shit my whole life. This don't do nothing to me.
Fuck.
You're like, tú eres del norte.
Eres del norte.
Speaking of norte, I found out that I prefer like Mexicanas from the norte because they got like that sass, man,
Mhm.
like extra sass. Like I don't know, I don't know how you call it, but they're fucking on one, dude, and they're witty, like fast and shit. And you go more south, they get slower, like more Pacifico and shit and chill.
Más
like,
tranquilas.
más tranquilón,
Mhm.
yeah. But you go to the Ciudad de Mexico, the motherfuckers speak fast.
No, yeah,
But
bro.
not all of them though, because people from Mexico, the majority, so they call them chilangos, right? But chilangos are the people that are not from Mexico.
Yeah,
that go there, right?
The locals,
They're
right?
born somewhere else and
Yeah.
then they go to
Yeah,
El
yeah.
DF.
Because the
Oh,
real-
Yeah, because
shit.
like I think my suegro, he's from Michoacan. I think he's born in Michoacan, but he went to El DF.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, oh, it's chilango.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
everybody goes there.
Damn, really?
Kingo
I
or
thought
shit like that.
that was a term for the locals there.
Yeah, no, I guess it's not. I
What?
thought the same thing
Mhm.
because you're like, oh, it's El DF. But
Yeah.
I guess it's not.
Mhm.
It's,
So
it's like,
it's somebody that migrated there.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
think about it. Like if we would have been living over there, I would have been telling a different story, being like, "Well, I moved to Mexico City,
Mhm.
not San Francisco." You know,
Yeah.
like all the artists go to Mexico City.
Yeah.
Even in the past, like Cantinflas moved there, Paquita El Barrio moved there, Vicente Fernandez moved there, and when you go to their cantinas, dude, there's still pictures, and you can feel like the spirit of their. When you go to those cantinas, because it's still the same, they're
Yeah.
still serving the same food. The mariachi still comes through. So if you ever go to Mexico City, go to the cantinas, dude. Like
Cantin-
so it's like a Hollywood over there or what? Low-key?
it's you could say so,
something,
yeah.
something similar in those.
It's its own like unique like mystical like just magical place.
It's a culture, huh? That keeps it like
it's
that.
just a culture because there's not much culture here. Like
Yeah,
when you
nah.
say like American, it's
Yeah.
like fucking hot dogs, baseball. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
bro. Like, what's the national food here?
Well, if you're in Mexico, you're thinking hamburguesas. No?
Yeah,
I
but
think
it
that's
wasn't
what
even.
I would think,
Hamburgers
no?
aren't even invented here though. They were invented in where, like Germany.
But look, cause I follow this guy and he came over here and
Yeah.
he's like, yo quería comerme una hamburguesa que del In-N-Out,
Yeah.
or you know, like, so I'm thinking over there, they're like, you know, obviously they're like, oh, it's fucking good, but I'm like, the difference is aquí la comida will get you bloated. Over there, like, you're cool in a
Yeah.
couple of fucking hours, you're like ready to eat again.
Well, their food over there is a whole different level. Like they got fine dining up to
Mhm.
like they perfected that shit because a lot of their chefs go to Europe to study and they go back, just like Enrique, who I was telling you about.
But now you're talking about like also like wealthy classes, huh?
No, not just wealthy. Like it's very accessible.
Or it is.
Yeah, it's very
Oh,
accessible
okay.
because like over there, there's some things that are accessible, some things that are not.
Yeah.
But when it comes to food, the majority of the time, Mexico makes it pretty accessible, except for the fine dining. That's always been like a very
High class.
yeah, class thing. but but there's a lot of cool ass new Mexicans now that are introducing that to just the common people because that's their mission.
And I'm pretty sure it's because like ya las cosas se están moviendo diferente, right?
They are. They're people being more. They're experiencing like a little bit more of the world through the lenses of like the Mexicans that do have those privileges
Yeah.
and bring those experiences back to the pueblo. And that's kind of what Mexico does, you know. We bring it back for the raza, you know, versus just like keep it just
To yourself.
To
Yeah,
your-
keep
to
that.
your circle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah, because even here, like nowadays, like shit twisted. Like, no, like like the other day I seen a pizza. Oh, it's a local business here. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, bring your own pizza. They put fucking carne asada. Like if you're making a taco on top
Yeah.
of the pizza, and some people are like, oh, like nah, But it's like in Mexico, you go to some places and you're like, what the fuck is that? Like I've never, I'm thinking it's how you say, like como que están abriendo ya otras cosas. O ahorita ponle que por lo normal ahorita maybe en Mexico pues apenas está comenzando a salir las cosas más como a los pueblos or things like that,
Yeah, because a lot of the Mexicanos that live in those bigger cities, they bring those things to the pueblos, you know. So everybody's more exposed to it, you know. Like what you were talking about, they call that a tayuda.
La tayuda.
Tayuda comes from Oaxaca. It's a big like corn tortilla. It's flat. They didn't bake it. They cook it in a certain way, and they put big slices of like fucking carne asada, beans, and it's like pretty much looks like a pizza, but it's a
Yeah.
Oaxacan style one, you know. And it's Oaxacan cuisine.
No, yeah, I heard that's the best food, right? Yeah.
Fuck.
Mo went to Oaxaca I
Uh-huh.
think recently. He was
Oh, yeah?
telling me, yeah.
They got like so many different types of moles. I had this mole. It was a mole pipián with rabbit. Oof. Fucking shit. That shit
Damn, bro,
was
that's some exotic ass dish right there, bro.
not for them. See, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
like, there's Mexico that a lot of Mexicans don't know
No.
that are even from Mexico and from here
Yeah.
and other parts of the world. You're like, wait, the fuck? That's French. Like, no, bro, that's just Oaxacan. You know, like that's what the fools eat. Then you have like the chapulines too.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah.
shit's good. You eat that with mezcal. Oof.
I recently seen también like there was some guy que I think in la Ciudad de Mexico too, or I don't remember where, but las patas de pollo and shit, like the feet, like straight up like caldo and shit, like, and he puts I don't know what else, and people like for me it's like what the fuck, that's weird, but then to people out there it's like, oh, it's
That's the
common,
norm,
you
yeah.
know, it's a normal day, but it's weird, But
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Let me tell you a story about something like that. So I was in China, right? A couple of my students over there, like when you're a teacher or a professor or whatever, you're very respected. Like by the whole society. You're like, oh shit, you're an educator. Like we respect you to the max. And so these fools like wanted to take me to a place because like they're like, this fool like weird shit. We're gonna take you to this place. I was like, all right. And yeah, to them, the shit I ate was weird. It was like 4 of them, right? No, it was like 6 of those fools. We go to this restaurant and when we get there, I see a lot of taxidermy all around me. I was like, what the fuck? A bunch of animals. And on the walls I see like what looked like 2x4s. Different sizes, different girts and shit. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And the whole time I heard them all speaking Mandarin hella fast because they knew I can't understand it when they go fast. I was like, I know those fools are pulling something out of me. They're speaking really fast right now and I can't understand shit. And finally the menu comes up and I was like, I was still having a hard time like reading Mandarin. So they order for me. My dish comes, it's like a bowl of soup with looked like a piece of wood in it, but it was meat and it was like clear and shit. And they call me a laosho. Laosho means teacher. And laosho. I'm like, what do you think? I started slurping the juguito. I was like, oh, okay, shit kind of tastes like menudo. And I started cutting that weird looking meat thing. Dude, take a bite of it. I was like, this is very odd. It had it wasn't gamey. It was a weird texture. It was almost like lengua. And I told them, hey, what is this? They're like, that's horse dick.
I knew that, Billy.
And I looked up again. I was like, are those all fucking slunks? Like, yeah, those are all dicks from different animals.
God damn.
I was like, dude, I like weird, but this ain't type of weird. Like, what the fuck is
damn,
this?
bro. They
Fucking got you.
They got me so good. Because
Fuck.
I would fuck with them too with hot sauce.
Oh,
I made them, they know that fucking el arroz, that Spanish rice, that arroz rojo
Yeah.
that we make. Well, I use like the tomato paste that they use to do that, but I also put in some salsa. I was like, I'm gonna fuck with these motherfuckers. And they're like eating it. I was like, hey, put some of that juice. Put some of that juice. I
Yeah.
was calling it juice. I was like, oh, okay. All those fools got super red, dude, like cherry red. They're like, because they never tasted anything. What is that? What is that? I was like,
Damn,
I was like, it's fucking.
Fucking
¿Cuál
lazy,
era
bro.
el de aceitito or which one?
Nah, dude, it was just a fucking basic ass salsa de tomatillo
Yeah.
with some jalapenos. I think they're jalapenos. I don't know what the fuck they were. There were some fucking crazy looking chilies because you can't get shit like that out there, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And I even made tortillas with those fools too.
They're all tripping out or what?
They were tripping out hardcore. And after that, they were like, "Okay, we're gonna take you somewhere." And they took me to go get some fucking horse dick soup.
Fuck, bro.
Hey, but that's actually what they were like. That's what they sell there.
No, that's just one type of like exotic like specialty spot.
Yeah, like,
that
those fools be
salsa.
eating some hella weird ass shit, huh?
With the shit we ate too, they're like, "What the fuck, cow tongue? What the fuck you doing?" Like they have this egg that's called like a 8,000-year egg. I lost a bet because we were playing football. I was like, these fools are fucking Chinese against me. I'm American. I have to win. This is my sport. Well, my team lost.
Damn, bro.
So I had to eat the 8,000-year-old egg, and this shit's like marinated and like
That's pickled or what?
soy sauce, and it's what's the other word for pickled? It's fermented
Oh, okay.
for I don't know how long, but dude, that shit was so bad. And you know, I try to be respectful. I was like eating it. I was like, like inside of me, it was just like shaking and shit. And to me, it was weird. To them, it was like they eat it every day, you know. So it's funny how when we think of other foods, like we think it's weird and shit. Like the shit we eat, it's weird to them too.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like horse dick, like nah, come on, man.
That's the next
Like,
level.
that's the level shit. I was like, wait, how would you guys get this
Damn,
from?
bro.
It was like there's in a village where people like they kind of live like how the Koreans eat, because the Koreans were going through a famine for a long time. So that's how they came up with like kimchi and fermenting shit, so it could last longer. And I don't know if you ever had Korean barbecue with thin slices. Well, it's that way because of their history of like when they were, you know, fucking about to be extinct. So they would
They gotta make everything fucking
it would last forever.
huh?
Yeah. So they fermented a lot of shit. Well, these people were fucking like getting to the point where it's like, well, shit, we don't got nothing to ferment. Let's eat the damn penis of up this damn horse here.
Ain't nothing go to waste around
Nothing
here,
go
boys.
Not even that.
God damn it, bro.
So that's how I tried that.
That's exotic. as
That is. I don't think I'm never gonna hear anybody say that they tried horse dick.
It's not common.
Yeah, for real.
You're like, we had this fool named the Muscat come to the fucking podcast. That fool had horse dick in his mouth.
That's title of the title of the podcast is gonna be like I tried horse dick for the very first time. Fuck, bro. God damn.
Crazy. That's some crazy
Fuck,
shit. Like,
bro.
You gotta try everything once, man. When it comes to food,
I mean, hey, but would you have tried it if you knew it was horse?
nah, man.
Hey, don't be saying that shit.
I would have tried the soup, but not the fucking.
I heard that
meat.
they eat turtles and shit there too, right?
Oh, that's exotic.
I wonder
as
how they
fuck.
fucking get it out.
Hey, that's actually good.
Yeah, you tried it?
That and like shark fin,
Shark fin.
the soup. Yeah,
They eat dolphins too, or no, right?
yeah, those fools eat a lot.
anything in the sea.
Yeah,
bro.
that's why anything that moves, bro, they eat, bro. Hella talking shit. We were just talking about how in Zacatecas they eat rat soups.
Oh, dude.
Fuck.
Well, dude, my dad used to eat fucking testicles of bulls. This shit.
Ugh.
I don't know. Well, he used to be a bull rider, so that fool was like a punk, like a. I guess that would be like equivalent to a punk rock skater, but you ride bulls instead of skateboards.
For real?
That fool was good too. He won. He was winning a lot all around Mexico.
Yeah.
He stopped because like he got stomped by a bull.
Oh.
Hey,
But-
all that shit is fucking real big on Mexico. Like todo eso.
It's
de la
still big.
charreada, everything. All
It's
that
still
shit.
big in the ranchitos and the pueblos and shit. My dad used to have hella vinyls of Vicente and shit.
Yeah.
That shit sounded good. He would bump it on his fucking JBLs. Then I got introduced to CD, and I was like, it doesn't sound the same.
No, yeah, and now it's fucking Bluetooth, which sounds even worse than any of them.
Yeah, dude.
It's crazy how those things start becoming
Yeah.
classics.
I feel like because people don't really,
classics.
they didn't really get to experience the whole vinyls and shit, so they don't know the difference.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, and then everything started advancing hella quick.
No, yeah,
know?
we went from what wired headsets to fucking Bluetooth in a matter of fucking years, bro.
I mean, I wonder now, like, if I show my kids like a cassette player, a CD player, or MP3, like, they'd be like, probably like, what the fuck is that, you know?
Yeah,
Dude, yeah. Like, how do you work that?
What the fuck?
no,
Can I
that
turn
that
it
would
on
be a
my
trip,
phone?
huh?
Yeah, it would be because
Yeah.
look at the era they're growing in, you know? Like,
Everything's
you
all
wanna-
downloaded
Yeah,
real quick.
it's like you want to.
They didn't know the struggle of legally downloading your fucking
Literally.
music, pirating your shit, and then having the wrong fucking song being fucking
For
pirated.
real.
Dude, yeah.
Oh shit,
Getting
bro.
viruses in your computer.
Yeah, I
and
remember when I was
shit.
younger, I would illegally download shit off of LimeWire.
LimeWire.
Yeah.
Bro, I would put hella viruses on the family computer, bro.
Yeah, it's
I'm
crazy.
like, fuck, Miguel, porque hay muchos pop-ups? Like, I don't know. Yo no sé. Bro, I remember one time my mom almost got scammed by a fucking scammer.
No
You know how they
way.
used to call like, "Oh, this is Microsoft. You need to buy the
Yeah,
antivirus
yeah,
software,
dude.
and it's this much."
So what made her not want to do it?
My sister said that she'll just buy the disc at the store. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to have
Yeah,
those.
'cause I remember they were trying to-
Yeah.
They were trying to get her to pay like 500 or some shit. But
Yeah.
back then, 500 was a lot, bro.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'm talking
Hell
about like
yeah.
early like 2005, bro.
Yeah, this is
That's a
still
lot of money.
DSL, huh?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
and my sister was like, "Oh no, they sell the
Yeah, they had
fucking-
the
the
programs,
disc at
right?
the-
With
yeah, the store for,
programs,
like,
yeah.
Gives you a couple hours and shit.
yeah."
We had a plug at Walmart. That deal that worked there, that fool would
Yeah.
always bring him. Like, hey, fool's almost out. And he was selling him to the raza, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fuck.
I would never even think there'd be like plugs like that back in
Bro,
the days, you know?
Latinos got everything. Remember
Bro,
that?
the
Yeah.
minutes too on the phone, huh? People used to steal that shit, bro.
Yep.
El que no tranza no avanza.
For real. No,
Remember-
you right.
Remember
Yes.
cable? The
Yeah.
black box?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
You would go to the flea market and they would give you hella channels, huh?
Pay-per-view fights and shit.
Yeah.
I
Now it's
remember
all
that.
fucking Fire Stick and fucking
I remember
stream boxes.
my dad's compadre's son. He had this like I don't know this card and he would like reprogram it all the time to put it into
Oh,
like,
yeah?
the DirecTV I think it was or the dish. You just take the card and like once they like unprogram. I'm thinking it's more like that black box now or
Yeah.
or like the Fire Stick.
No, yeah, it is like that.
It's like that, but it's crazy because now thinking about it, back then it was a card. He had you insert it in a little
Yeah.
thing connected to his computer.
I
and-
remember my neighbor, bro. My neighbor, that fool's dad used to always pirate shit, bro. Saw the chip on his Xbox so you could use like burned discs to fucking play games and shit, bro.
No way.
Yeah, bro.
At that time, like that's actually badass.
Yeah,
If you
that's I
think
tried doing
about
that. I
it.
tried going to Mexico and
Yeah.
having him do that shit, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah,
They were still on the Nintendo 64.
They were on some bullshit, bro. They're hella trying to charge me a lot.
Yeah, I remember that shit. We used to put alcohol in the fucking cartridge.
Oh yeah, blow 'em on. Yeah, bro.
Because that shit wouldn't play.
And you-
Contra
that's
was my
crazy.
fucking favorite game, dude.
what is it?
Contra.
What is it about? I'm too old. I'm too young.
Contra is a game. It's like just two dudes fucking shooting guns, going through obstacles.
What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
it's even in like the most recent.
What system was that on?
Fuck, Super Nintendo.
Oh, Super
But
Nintendo.
now it's on PlayStation, I believe.
Are they like? Is it like some dudes going through the city? Kind of.
Yeah, they go through cities. They go through
Oh
everything.
yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
How this came up conversation, but I think it was in San Francisco, and I met some dude that was from Visalia.
Mhm.
We got to talking about like the history of Visalia and shit. And he was telling me like, yeah, dude, did you know like it was a big KKK movement out here? I was like, dude, you're not the first person to say that to me. I actually Googled that shit too, and I
Mhm.
researched and I found out, yeah, the fucking wizard of the fucking that whole movement in California, the biggest one, was living out in here. And I remember growing up, I would see KKK and
Mhm.
swastikas like in what's that park off La Spina Street?
Espina, yeah, Espina
Live Oak
Park.
or La Spina Park?
Yeah,
That's
the Espina Park.
yeah, I would always see it there, and I didn't think much of it.
Mhm.
He was telling me like for the longest time, like he moved here, then he moved out of here and moved to Sacramento because apparently they were looking for him and shit. Apparently he had killed a lot of people out here,
Mhm.
and like people were figuring out where he lived. Yeah, I didn't know that about this place. Growing up, I never really experienced too much racism, but definitely experienced my
Yeah.
fair experience of it, growing up like as an immigrant here. We're pretty much the majority here now.
Yeah.
Soon to be the
No,
majority
we're
in
slowly
the whole US, because
declining, though.
Latinos like the fuck, dude. So
Yeah.
we're multiplying
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
This whole bullshit of like, oh, speak English here only, like, nah, bro, that's not gonna fly. There's way too many Latinos.
Damn,
out
bro.
here.
When you said wizard, for some reason I thought like
Harry Potter, and
like
shit?
yeah, like fucking like La Bruja.
I was thinking like black magic.
Yeah, that's what I was
No,
thinking too, bro.
that's just what they call the main.
Yeah, no,
fucking-
yeah, the
main
wizard.
jefe.
Yeah.
So ese era el mero mero.
El mero mero, dude. Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Fuck, what time is it
But
already?
it's already gonna be 11:30.
Oh shit!
You guys want to end it? Would you be down to come for another part 2?
I would do. Yeah, we can do
You
part
do
2.
part 2?
That's it. We'll leave you with the dick, the horse dick suit. We'll leave off there.
All right, guys. This is another episode of the Chill Down Podcast.
Stay brown and fresh like UPS.